Welcome back, everyone, to Blast the Process, marathon where we raise Sega awareness by showcasing off Sega games. Right now, we have D4gr0n, whom some of you may remember from the Gunstar Hero Race, and he has 2 runs back-to-back. He's starting off with Mega Turrican Any Percent Normal.
Hello. Hopefully this game doesn't crash. I guess I probably should get a countdown going, get this run on its way. I'm pretty much as ready as I'm ever going to be, so let's make sure my controls are good. Alright. Alright. Let's get the ball rolling here. In 3, 2, 1, go. So,
good luck.
Thank you. So, in this game, you control a guy named Bren, and he's responding to a distress call by someone called Juko, and he's now tasked with the mission to destroy the evil machine. And he dons the Turrican suit, which allows him to roll into a ball. This is called the energy wheel. So here's our first fight. Don't blink. And that's how most of the fights are gonna go.
Oh, wow.
Pretty close to that, anyway. Alright, here's a damage boost. Nope, didn't get it. Timing of that's pretty picky and kinda odd. But I believe it's pretty precise jump. That was pretty good descent, though. But getting back to the other utility options that Bren has at his disposal, we have this thing called the plasma rope. It serves as a grapple function, but also allows you to double jump and get up onto higher platforms. Probably won't. Actually, you'll get the opportunity to see that on this next climb here coming up. Pretty short auto scroller. But yeah, the energy wheel. Pretty much the energy wheel has limited resources. You might have noticed that white bar right below the health slowly depleting over the course of this level. That's how much I have left of the energy wheel. You can't replenish it unless you actually complete the level. So, in this fight, we're going to take a quick death abuse because we need to replenish our bombs. And this is the entire way... Oh, actually, that was kind of unfortunate death there. I wasn't supposed to die there. But yeah, the entire idea of that fight is you got to stay to one side of the fight to expose the weak point, which is the eyes. And yeah, just staying to one side of that screen allows you to save like 4 seconds. So now, in this level, this is the underwater level. That probably wasn't quite apparent just yet, but it will be eventually. But the entire goal of this first section is to pick up everything from some of the... or to re-upgrade your weapons. There's 3 weapons in the game. You have the green laser, the blue rebound, and the red multiple. In the early game, the green laser is probably the most important and vital weapon just because it has an easier time connecting with its hits. However, in the mid to late game, we opt for the blue rebound because its damage output is the highest by quite a significant margin. So that was really good there. I dodged that waterfall. I didn't want to take a hit there. I can forego that health because of that now. And my health is actually in really good shape here. And then roll down through here. Finish the stage at 628. Fun fact, the TAS also finishes this section at 628.
Wow. How long have you been running this game, and how did you come across it?
Well, how I came across it... Oh, wow, okay, let me just focus here. This section's pretty dangerous. This is a very, very dangerous section in the run. I can easily die, but looks like I'll be okay. I'll get back to that in a moment here. Okay, looks like we're okay. Okay, a little bit of a rough underwater section there. All right, here's the boss. Gonna take another intentional death. And you're kind of forced to do that just because, you know, his arms move in such a way that you can't really hit his weak spot. And, you know, more bombs. So, bombs are kind of interesting in this game. They're not an actual drop in Mega Turrican like they are in Super. So we kind of are forced to take a death to reclaim them. You can get back one bomb if you complete a level, but it's that's just not efficient. We want these bombs for setting up quick kills, and in order to get the optimal time in this game. But all right. So okay. now the run's really gonna step up its game big time. This level is pretty notorious, and it's notorious because there's a lot of big groups of enemies all in a row, and we're forced to keep rebound here because of all these mid-boss fights. They kind of come consecutively, and the other reason why this level is also notorious is because of the level design. So you probably saw those enemies just dropping down from above. You really have to be careful how you navigate through this level. That was a good quick kill. Oh, but I took a hit. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go back. I'm going to get some emergency health. That is not a good situation. Yeah, like you see all these enemies. Really hard to avoid actually taking a hit. There's a... Okay. Well, we didn't get the glitch on this guy, but sometimes what happens... If you kill him while he's off screen, the game continues to scroll right, and it actually allows you to save about 3 seconds. Alright, yeah. Okay, good. We got through that section. That section's pretty volatile to actually crashing. If you've ever seen the ESA run from 2016 by a fellow named Burb, he ended up crashing the game there, and yeah, not fun. But thankfully, there is level skip codes, so we don't have to worry about that too much. This fight's not really a big deal. We're past the really dangerous part of Stage 3 now, and we only have one more Death Abuse we have to take. We also grabbed emergency 1-up when we had to grab that health, so we should be more than good to actually finish this run now, hopefully. So here's a familiar face. I'm going to take an intentional death here, again to reclaim our bombs. Roll at that specific point to ricochet off the wrecking ball, and here's the last boss of the third stage here. I was really not supposed to switch my direction there. Oh, and I'm also caught in the ceiling now. Alright, now, the alien world. This is probably the most costly place to lose all your lives, because this world is split into 3 levels, and if you die even on the 3rd one, you get sent all the way back to the first part of this level. Also, this level is probably the most technical in the game, in my opinion, because a lot of grappling is involved in this level. And it really kind of shows the nuisances of the plasma rope. Sometimes the plasma rope has a tendency to not properly detach. And when that happens, you can't roll at all, you can't really do anything. You actually have to press the rope button again. A little bit of lag there. And we ignite those 3 bombs there, because not only does it clear those enemies up down there, it clears all the enemies up top there. So there were a whole bunch of enemies at the top there, on top of those big guys. But we killed them all with just those 3 bombs, so it kind of serves as a double whammy. But finally getting back to... Oh, actually, I guess before I talk about how I ran into this game. I should probably make mention, this is the one single level where there is no rebound power-up, or rebound weapon, and it's just multiples and green lasers, and both weapons do not serve very well against the boss at the end of this level, so we want to avoid them at all costs, and especially in the case of the green laser, because the developers place them in very, very hard to avoid locations, so you're going to see some pretty risky stuff coming up here pretty soon. And the other notable thing is the diamonds. So you might have noticed at the end of each level, diamonds get counted down. This isn't really a big deal in the first 3 levels, but in World 4, because all 3 levels split their diamond counts together, or they add them all together from each of these levels, it will be at least about 100 diamonds that we have. And that's a lot of diamonds. But if we get to 150 diamonds, instead of counting down by 1, we'll count down by 2. So we actually save time by getting as many as 150 diamonds. You don't want to drop any lower than 150, because then diamonds just count down by 1 and you lose, I'd say probably potentially about 4 or 5 seconds. So, yeah. But, finally getting back to how I found out about this game, is actually kind of an interesting story. It's also somewhat of a sad story, in fact. Well, that was a very unfortunate start to this fight. I'm just going to chill out back here, because that's probably the safe way to do it. But, basically, I didn't actually grow up with a Genesis. Growing up, I was a Super Nintendo guy. But I did always want to have a Sega Genesis, and back in the early days of eBay, when everything was super, super cheap, my mom actually found a Sega Genesis with this game and about 5 other games, the entire console, 2 controllers, and all the necessary plugs.
Dang.
Yeah, I think it was about $25 she had to pay American. It was a really good deal, and where the tragic tale comes into play is that she was in a fight with cancer during this time, and sadly, about a year later, she passed on as a result of that. Kind of really hit our family pretty hard as a result of that. And yeah, that was about, I guess, come this September, about 15 years ago. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a very unfortunate death. We're gonna have to do this part again. I'm gonna just kill these guys, because I'm not wasting my energy wheel. This guy's a little bit easier to kill. Yeah, so not only are these guys big hitboxes, they actually oh, okay, yeah, if it wasn't made very clear, this is a very trolly level. That guy trolled me by hitting me. And, okay, well, we're just gonna have to take a death now. That's unfortunate. Oh, but I do have an extra bomb. Yay, abusing iframes. And we got the 150, so that's perfect. Okay, level 5. This is the last level in the game. Gonna take an intentional hit to that crusher. Kills me in 1 hit, but better than waiting on cycles, believe it or not. I'm just gonna wait on that fire. There we go. Alright, so this turret guy can troll me, but he has 2 weak points. We got that first guy without taking a hit, and we killed the top guy there. Waste a bit of time if I actually have to fight him, so I just opt not to. So I have no lives left, and I'm gonna carry that all the way to the end of the game. Here's another boss. Dies just by simply exploding that bomb. Pretty interesting how I found out about that quick kill.
Like every boss, it seems like you just blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very terrible climb. Very terrible climb. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that the entire stage again. I was hoping to carry that to the end, but nope. It's okay, though. We'll get our revenge. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that's what sometimes I'm worried about having happen to me. I'm actually gonna take... you know what? No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually not gonna do that. Okay, so now we're gonna get to see how the fight used to be done. Since I have no bomb. But you kind of climb up his spinal cord and... yeah, and then deal with him like that. Alright. So there we go. That's a little bit better. Not great, but a little bit better. Very nice. Okay, well, I got revenge by getting that quick kill. That's pretty precise. Very precise, in fact. But unfortunately, I do not have any bombs, so I'm probably going to die on this second phase, but I'll have to take that death like a man, unfortunately. Oh, no.
Oh, well then.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna die. I had an extra life, so whatever. Alright, so time's coming up here. That is the last fight. And there we go, time.
Very nice.
15:52. Not my strongest performance. So, the world record is 13:40. Before I picked this game up, it was 17:24. Shoutouts to Burb, the only other runner of this game aside from myself.
Still, I can imagine how nerve-wracking it must be. Pancakes mentioned in chat, but it's a very technical run. I wasn't sure when to talk, because it seemed like just at any moment, there were, like, enemies would just swarm the screen around you.
Yeah, that's... It is a very, very technical game. Burb would tell you that... In fact, I believe during his ESA run, they had to emphasize how technical the game and the run is. And it got even more technical when I decided to pick it up and inject a few route changes of my own.
How long have you been running?
I started running this back in September, late September. Didn't actually start streaming runs though until I came back around mid-October because I was away from home at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So no way to actually stream it. So
yeah,
just spend a lot of time practicing, ironing out some strats while waiting to come home.
Very nice. Well, GG on that run, but wait, there's more from D4gr0n here.
There's more. There's more, and this time...
Lawnmower.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying we have the Lawnmower Man next, so if you want to describe that game ahead of time.
Oh, the Lawnmower Man. Well, I'm gonna say this much about the Lawnmower Man. It's a lot less stressful than this game. But it's not quite as good. I guess you probably want me to switch games now, huh? I just gotta find my card. Where is it? Yeah, there it is.
You know what? I'm gonna do a quick intermission here so I can update the stream and stuff. Are you cool to take 5, D4gr0n?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you cool to take 5 here while I just do a quick intermission to update the overlay and play a little bit of Toe Jam and Earl music?
Sure.
Alright.
Should I mute my mic for that time being?
You know what? No, it'll all be handled on my end. Everything will be good.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag you guys back to on deck, and we'll do the same thing like I start from before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Mega Turrican, guys.